What's up, guys? That is right. Today is episode 2 of the Playground series. Now, the Playground series is something that I do here on my channel, alright? And today is going to be an awesome video. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. It's a pretty cool way to support me. Don't have to if you don't like my content, though. But trust me, you're going to want to wait till the end of this video till you decide if you want to subscribe or not. And today, we are going to be going to an amazing playground. Boom, this one right here. And I'm going to be giving you guys a tutorial on some pretty simple tricks if you're a beginner and you're new to the channel, or if you've previously been on my channel before. This is going to be a really good, entertaining video, and I got a lot of stuff planned. So let's just, you know what? Let's head right over there right about now. Oh, looky there, we're already here. Cool. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. This is just grass, right? Well, you guys are in luck today. We have a playground here. Now, the second thing you guys are probably thinking, that's the lamest crap playground. Well, it's not really. And secondly, you guys are in for an amazing treat because there are many playgrounds here where I'm at. I am at a city park here in Missouri. I'm not going to tell you which city park. I'm at a city park here in Missouri. It's where I've traveled to today. There's many playgrounds around here, and you guys are going to get a ton of awesome stuff. So let's go up here. So if you guys are new to the channel, I tell you about the place I'm at, which is, well, a playground. Duh. And I tell you about the balisongs that I'm flipping. And finally, I give you guys a tutorial. So if you're new to the channel, you get to learn some new tricks. So, the playground I'm at. Now, this playground is different than the ones that I've been to in the past, on my channel. It's pretty tall. Like, I may be able to get up there with some parkour, but it would take a bit of effort compared to the last one that I went to on screen here, if you guys would like to go watch that video. It's supported by these beams. There is some nice safety features if there are younger kids that are on this. But typically, I come to playgrounds to do parkour as an older person. There's a nice little rope and climbing area over here. There's double slides. I remember when I was a child, I came to this park once when I was a child and would race some of my little friends down this little slide here. There's a few steps to get up here. And finally, even a little baby step. That's so cute, guys. And then finally up here, we have 2 slides here. This one over here, and then one over here. And obviously lots of random scratches in the slides, because kids will be kids, and teenagers will be teenagers, and draw and graffiti random crap on things they shouldn't. What is that? Oh, that's right, guys. So if you're also new to the channel, I do balisong flipping, and inside here, we have multiple other balisongs that you may get to see later in this video if you stick around. But today we are flipping the cheese. Now it's time to tell you guys about the balisong that I am flipping today, alright? Second thing that I do is I flip at different heights. That's a far ways down, Jack. Holy moly. And I am flipping today the Nabalis cheese. Now this thing is a really cool balisong, alright? This is from the company Nabalis. And this thing is an amazing trainer, and I would recommend this to you if you are a beginner. I have a full review of this on my channel if you'd like to go and check it out. This is made of 6061 aluminum handles with a steel blade, and it is entirely Teflon coated, making it appear as a plastic balisong, even though it is metal and it is a trainer. Now, this thing is a very, very good public flipper, which is why I'm using it today. At this playground, because there are some other people at this park that I'm at here, but right now I'm at a playground where there's nobody around, so everything's perfectly safe. Safety first, guys. And this is a public flipper. If you guys are looking for something that you can flip in public, I would recommend you this thing, because it totally looks like a toy. It doesn't look like a knife. And most people are used to seeing balisong trainers in the version of a knife, when in reality, these are trainers and perfectly safe. But not everybody knows that, so it's good to have a public-friendly trainer such as this one right here. Now, I've told you guys about this playground that I'm at, and I've told you about the balisong, but some of you may or may not know that I like doing parkour, so we may get to do some parkour in this video. But before I tell you more about this balisong, before I give you a tutorial, let's just have a little fun montage. Okay, cut the fun montage. This thing is creaky. Oh my goodness. This thing's wobbly. I went down this thing and I about fell off the side. I need some more safety things on this. Dang, son. Alrighty guys, we are back up here. Hope you guys liked the little fun montage that I did. That thing really does need some work done though. That scared me slightly. Nah, I didn't get scared, guys. I'm just okay. Well, we have our balisong here, and it's time for what most of you guys came for if you clicked on this video. A tutorial. Now, if you guys are new to the channel and you're wondering, what the heck is balisong flipping? Well, this right here is a balisong. It's what we call a balisong or butterfly knife trainer. All right, this is a balisong trainer here, and it's pretty much just for doing tricks with. All right, it's just basically the ultimate fidget toy that you can do tons of tricks with. So like, there's a fan, palm fan, thumb rollover, whip rollover, whole bunch of different cool tricks that you guys can learn. All right. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you a very, very basic trick known as the Y2K, all right? Now, if you guys are not new to the channel and you've been watching my channel for a while now, you will know I already did a Y2K tutorial on my channel at the city of Flippin'. But we are going to be doing separate tutorials in the playground series that I am doing. So this is episode 2. We are doing the Y2K. All right, guys? So here we go. You're going to hold your balisong about an inch from the pivot screws, all right, about right here. Make sure you're holding the bite handle. Now what's the bite handle, you may ask? Well, in a balisong, people often see this as one big handle grip, and then when it's closed, one big handle grip. Well, guess what? No, that's not right. These are two different handles that you're going to use for two different purposes throughout different tricks that you do, all right? So this one over here is known as the bite handle, all right? Because if this were a live blade and you put your finger in between the bite handle and the trainer blade, you would get cut. But since this is a trainer, it's perfectly safe. And this is called the safe handle because, well, guess what? You would be safe. So you're going to hold the bite handle. Figure out which handle on your balisong that you're using is the bite handle. For me, I can know because of this little cheesy holes right here. And hold the bite handle about an inch from the pivot screws. And then you're going to practice flicking it, okay? Just practice flicking, all right? Flicking, this flicking motion. And then you are going to flick it around your thumb and catch, all right? Now, once you catch it right here, there's another step to this trick. And that is letting it roll down and flicking it up, all right? So once you put it all together, it should look like this. Should look like this, guys. Boom. All right, so just practice flicking. Then once you practice flicking and catching. Once you're right here, you can whip it up, all right? So practice that whip motion at the end. So just grab your balisong right here, all right? Practice whipping, that whipping motion, all right? Once you put this two together, you have the Y2K. Hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. But guess what? That's not all. Boom! We are at yet another playground. Now, there are multiple playgrounds. Here's one over there. There's one right here, all right? So we're going to do some stuff at this playground. I want to show you guys a bit of parkour tricks. And then we're going to go to a segment of the video that we didn't have in the last video. That's right, guys. All right, let's cut to some parkour clips. All right, so today I'm going to be showing you what we call long jumps, or what I call a long jump. There's probably a better name for it. It's pretty much just doing a few strides and then launching off here and sticking the landing all the way over there. All right, we're going to be jumping this entire gap here, and here's how you do it. So next, what do I mean by launching off and sticking the landing? So when you go to run like I just did, no matter which way you run, you make sure that you launch off with one foot. So you plant this foot right here before you launch off, and you let the other foot swing all the way through. When you land, you're gonna wanna land, boom, both feet in one spot. You don't wanna land like, this, or no, that's not gonna end well, okay? You're gonna wanna stick the landing like this. See how my knee's kind of bent in? That's taking all that momentum and pressure and sticking the landing. You kind of want to put it on the ball of your toes when you land, and you should be able to stick the landing. Now, if you can't, and if you put too much momentum into this, you're going to end up like I did and go straight into a roll when you do it, all right? All right, guys, that's about enough for the parkour video today, but let's get right back into balisong flipping. What? I got up here? Yeah, that's right, guys. Parkour can do this. Now, we're going to move on to a section of the video that was not in episode 1. And today, this is for the people who have already done balisong flipping, who have already been watching my channel, not the beginners, all right? This is for advanced flippers. Today, I'm going to be teaching you a simple trick, well, not so simple, actually, an advanced trick called the scissor. That's right, guys. Let's get right into tutorial time. So, what is a scissor, you may ask? Now, you shouldn't be asking this if you are an advanced flipper, but if you aren't sure what a scissor is, this is what a scissor is. And you catch, it's just an aerial where you catch it in between your fingers, all right? Now, that is how I do scissors. Most people do scissors in this way. Dang it, I messed it up. See, that's how hard it is for me to do. Let me see here. Most people catch it in between their middle finger and their index finger and go into a chaplain. I like to catch my scissors in between my ring finger and my middle finger and go into a middle finger chaplain, all right? So that's what I'm going to be teaching you in today's video, all right? So you're just going to flick up your balisong. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing this from close position and flicking up like most aerials. I would recommend doing sort of like a ricochet and flicking up when you already have your balisong out, all right? I'd recommend flicking this up in the air, and when you catch, you're not going to catch it like you do most aerials, like an ice pick where you grab, or like a regular aerial where you let it drop in your hands. No. You're kind of gonna insert and like outsert and insert your hands, if you guys know what I'm saying here. So when it goes up in the air, you're gonna throw it up into a straight line, and when it's up in that straight line, all right, let me see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about here. So this is your balisong in the straight line. Your hand, you threw it up here, you're gonna put your hand out and insert it, perfect timing, and go into that chaplain, all right? Let me see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about here. See how I kind of went in? I still messed it up, but you see how I inserted my fingers there? Watch this. Boom. And you should land about like this in your scissor, and then go into a chaplain. That's about it for today's video, guys. I hope you really enjoy episode 2 of the Playground series. And with that, I will see you amazing people in the next one.
When I wake up, gotta set my day up. Fill my heart with joy because the devil's trying to play a game with my mind. My words are a weapon, and I know that I got my eyes fixed on heaven like